Little luggage. It'll be like the Harry Potter luggage. Like a Harry Potter suitcase.
With Hedwig on it?
Like a little
With
like
Dobby
a little
sitting on it
knot.
with his sock.
Oh, with a skunk?
His sock.
Oh. No, the sock has to be like
Well, now because of this episode, we're going to have a skunk with Dobby. Just sitting there.
Going like this.
I don't know.
Welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast where we talk all things marketing, networking, and wizardry. I was going to say a Dobby. I'm one of your co-hosts, Princess Paula, along with my lovely co-hoster,
Tara B.
Oh, like what are we? Wait, together we are Royally Unhinged. I'm like, if you're a co-host, I'm a co-host and you're a co-host, and together that makes one host?
Co-hosters?
Or two hosts? Is that like coasters? Co-hosters. It's been a hot minute since we've been in the studio. Last time we were together, we were outside eating from food trucks. I'm still recovering from eating an obscene amount of egg rolls.
Dubai chocolate.
Oh my gosh. It was so good. But you know what? I'm kind of over it. It was good. They were good. I'm just not a brownie girl. Any hoodly. So we're back in the We're back
in the studio.
And I haven't even had a monster yet. Nope. It's just like, come on, Paula. Any hoodly.
We'll get there.
I'm really glad that we're back in
this new era.
Oh! Well played. So here's the deal. Welcome to season 2, friends. We've just decided that we're going to hop on the whole, Taylor Swift new album.
Soundtrack, Life of a Showgirl.
Right. Which we could have a whole podcast on that because somebody here is a fan and someone here is not.
So obsessed with it. Okay, here's the thing.
And I'm so over it.
Here's the thing though. I've never been a huge Swiftie. My oldest has been on her, when her younger albums, when she was younger or whatever. So she likes all those songs. I think one of her favorite one is Welcome to New York or something. It's actually a really catchy song. I obviously will not let my almost 9-year-old listen to this new album.
Yeah.
Because it is explicit. But mommy gets to listen to it.
But that's just it. That's her fan base. Her fan base is these young tweens. And now do you want them listening to this? I think not.
I don't think so. There was even another artist I saw a post that she made a comment about, and she's like, you can't let your kids listen to this. It's not for kids. And I'm like, no, it's not for kids.
But that's
in a different era.
Okay. But we're talking about marketing and branding.
Yes.
This was an unplanned segue because her marketing and her audience, her clientele has been these young tween, early teen girls. Now she just released a product that is intended for a very different audience. But you have your original customer base that's so in love with you and that are super fans and they want this. Are you going to turn them away? How is this going to affect your
I feel
client
it's
base?
Really similar to the whole Miley Cyrus thing and how she was very, and I think this is a lot of pop stars, especially ones that start in Disney, Sabrina Carpenter. When she started in music, it was all very for that tween age because they were still Disney kids. Well, then they grow up and they're like, well, we don't want to sing for Disney kids anymore or teens anymore, so now we're going to start singing things that are for more adults, and then they lose it, but then they always get lashback on it, and I'm just
okay, but let's talk about this for a minute, Tara, because could it be because they aren't marketing this well, they're not releasing it in that way, that they're just thinking well, we're just going to do what we've always done and our fans will either love us or hate us?
I don't know. With
how would we talk to someone if they had a different product other than music? So if we had a client come to us and say, I've been doing this all this time. I have amazing customers. People love me. They follow me on all the social, but now I want to go in a different direction.
Well, then this kind of ties back to the Cracker Barrel episode when we were talking about where I was like, maybe their clientele is different. Maybe they did a test group or they have a new target market. And it's just kind of going with the flow, but they're like, nope, we're now going for a new target demographic or whatever. And then it's just
I feel like you have to sort of prep the people that have always been with you, that have been your tried and true, that have helped you get to where, who have helped you get to where you are. Cause they're the ones that are going, what is this?
So I will say too, though, just because we watch football in this house. So obviously Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, all of that. We've been kind of following non-intentionally, like what's all been going on with that. So even with like, to that point, I think I've seen a little bit of a shift with that, just with how she conducts herself. And like, even with her Eras tour that she did, like, she sang her old songs, but it was like in a different,
like a grown-up way.
It was in a grown-up way. It wasn't in the preteen, young adult, I should say. I think more young adult. It wasn't in that sort of way. So like, and even with, again, Travis Kelce, like Jason Kelce, they have their podcast, which I can't remember what it's called right now. But I see clips of that just periodically. And like, even when Taylor Swift was a guest on it, and I'm sorry if you're not a Swiftie fan, just stay along. We're getting to our point of what this episode is actually about. But since this is our season 2, that she was a guest on it, and that's when she actually like was talking about, hey, here's my new album. Like, they showed the album cover, and she got lashback on that because she's like, oh, they're showing her bum and like it's inappropriate and stuff. And I'm like, she's my age. She's 35 or something like that. Like, she's not a child anymore. Like, she's old enough. And then think about this, because Robert Irwin.
Yep. Oh, yes.
So he's on...
remember the crocodile?
Crocodile.
Man.
It's not Crocodile Dundee.
I know, I was going there.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, who would like wrestle crocodiles.
Yes.
And unfortunately died from a stingray attack.
Yes. So his son, I mean, the whole family still follows in the footsteps of the animals and all of that stuff. But Robert Irwin, he's on Dancing with the Stars right now.
Yes.
He just did a dance.
Photo shoot. Oh, I thought you were talking about his photo shoot. Oh,
his photo shoot is very wonderful.
I'm telling you, he's got some muscles from wrangling them alligators.
But in one of the last dances that he did, he ripped his shirt off.
Last Dance.
And he did like some
Last Dance
stuff. And then there was one move that I was like, that was the weirdest shimmy that I saw ever. Like, it was really weird. I'll have to show it to you. It was just weird. But anyways, he was getting a lot of lashback for that. Lashback.
It's backlash. That's all you've been saying the entire time, but I haven't said anything because I'm like, word of the day, podcast word of the day, lashback. Which is I didn't not a say word. Like, you kept saying it, and I'm like, is this a Jen thing? Like, is this your, like a, I was like, I thought it was backlash or flashback, but she's saying lashback. So I was just like, I'm going to let it go, because maybe there's a word. There could be a word I don't know.
I don't even know. Okay,
that's all you've been saying.
I'm going to go look and see if there's like some, what is the modern lingo? There's some website that is.
Slang?
No.
Okay.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Flashback.
He was beginning backlash.
No, backlash.
For
Flash dance.
For ripping off his shirt.
Burning.
For ripping off his shirt. And then he did a photo shoot that was like very risque.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been getting guff for doing this. And then his mom came out because he was just asked to do, what was it?
Like GQ or something?
Yeah, or like Chippendales or something.
Oh.
It was some other risque sort of thing, and he was asked to do it. And his mom was finally asked about it, and she came out and she's like, he's a grown adult. Yeah. He can make his own choices. And whatever he chooses, his dad would support him no matter what, as do I. And I'm like...
Okay, this is so good. This isn't even what we're going to talk about today, but we're going to sit here for a minute. Because, like, when somebody starts as a young person or a child star, or whatever, like a Disney star, and then we kind of lock them in as that, like they're never allowed to really grow up and change, even though they naturally grow up and change and things change. And this is actually really good in the business world, because we see this all the time when a business kind of takes off, gets popular, starts making all its money based on a certain brand or a product. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're known for. And then they want to branch out. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's like, stay in your lane. This is what you're good at. Why try to change it and make it something else? Because this was already a good product. Oh my gosh, I was thinking about this on the drive in today to the studio because we just had a new Apple update last night. And here's what I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it going, there was nothing wrong with what we had. Why did they update it? And I started thinking about people's the way people are, like the psychology behind this.
Yeah.
That so often in life, there's just a way we do something. We like the process. We like the product. It's working. Why change it? Why update it and upgrade it when it works just fine and I can get all my stuff done? But someone somewhere is like, but it could be better. Or I have this other idea. Or
innovation.
Yeah, like what if we did this? And so people then update it. And is it always better? Okay, so bring it back to businesses and you might say, hey, we want to branch out. We want to do something different. We want a new product. We want to change. That is all good. That's growth. That's advancing. That's, you know, I'm sure natural cycle of whatever. Somewhere out there, there's some businessy person going, it's called the blah, 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 blah. The stages of whatever. So it's not a bad thing. But when do you do it? How do you do it? I'm not saying I have the answers. This is kind of outside of my scope of smartness, but
you have a scope. She has a scope of smartness.
And
how does that contradict?
And this is now outside my scope of smartness.
I don't know if that was the smartest phrase to say about your scope of smartness.
But everyone understands what I'm saying.
I think
it's
do.
Very smart. It's smart. Because there is, well, this is where people hire things. This is where some of you out there are making money. There's some of you out on LinkedIn, and I looked at your profiles, and I'm like, what do they do? Like, what exactly? This is what you do. You word it in a way that's outside of my scope of smartness, but you're like, I will come in and help you figure out if this is the right time to rebrand, change your things, you know, have a whole new
do the
logo.
Assessment.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Taylor Swift and being in a new era, I am not a Swiftie. I appreciate her music. I appreciate her as a businesswoman of being very strategic and very smarty pants. But, and her music's fine. Like if her music comes on the radio, I'm like, yep. I don't know like her whole life story, where she went to school, everything, the Easter eggs.
I just like the music. Like I'm not
like the people that went. There's a movie that coincides with the album. Did you know that?
The new one? It's just like a...
No,
I don't think it's an actual movie.
Oh, yes. And you go to it and it gives you like Easter eggs and stuff that you need to know. Like talk about cross-marketing and...
Okay, so I just thought when that came out that it was just like basically playing all the songs. Like it was a release party. So it was just like playing all the songs, but in like video form. So it was already showing like the music videos and stuff. Because there's music videos for all of them, I think.
Yeah. I don't...
Anyways, I don't, but I think she is a very smart. And actually, did you know? So the whole, I just found this out. The whole friendship bracelet thing. That is not a Taylor Swift. That is not a producer thing. That was all the fans. The fans just started doing that.
Talk about a brand. She is a brand.
She is
a brand and has done so well. Like the whole bracelets so well. Even like when you have your fans that are called Swifties, when your fans have their own name, that is a brand.
Oh yeah. I will tell you,
like the Eras thing, when we talk about being in an era, that is her brand.
Yeah. No, it totally is. When she was still in country music, that's when I actually started listening to her. That's when she was popular because we're like the same age and she was like doing all this country stuff and like, oh, my heart, I'm my boyfriend, blah, 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 all that stuff. When she switched, and there was another artist that did this and I can't remember who it was. Well, Miley Cyrus kind of did it too.
Yeah.
But switching from one genre to another, I always feel is like social suicide.
Can be.
But with both of them, they're very successful now. But especially with Taylor Swift, I'll tell you, when Taylor Swift went from country to pop, like I was like, I don't like this. But
how do you really feel?
Well, now I'm like, it's great and it's wonderful and it all worked out. And really, does my opinion even matter?
Nope.
No. Because if it's what she does and it's what she loves, more power to her. And that's great and fantastic. And I love it.
Okay, here we go. We're getting into today's topic. So, on season 2, episode 1.
Wah!
All over, starting over again. And this is actually a good place to start because I want to talk about making money or not making money. I want to talk about exposure.
Ooh.
Not taking your clothes off. That would be bad. Well, unless you're taking a shower. Then it's good. See, stay in my scope of smartness, people. Stay inside the lines. So I recently had a conversation. Oh, I can call her out. She doesn't even care. That girl, Brie. We did an episode with her once. She's the cheesiest of them all. Skirts. So Brie and I were talking because Brie is a friend and I adore her and her cheese and her shop. But anyhoodly, we were talking because she's actually going to be a vendor at an event we're having where we're building out a marketplace. We need vendors. And when I told Brie, this is how much it's going to cost, she was like, okay, send me the bill. Not a problem. And then her and I started talking about these kinds of events. Summits, conferences, expos, showcases, call it what you want, pick a name. But when there is a gathering of people, it could even be something like a lunch and learn meeting or a coffee talk. Like anytime you get people together and you're bringing in a speaker, you're bringing in a snack hoster person.
Her scope of smartness, people.
You're bringing in a vendor. And the number of times as business owners, we are asked to come for free. Yes. For no monies. 0 pennies for free. Oh, but what are we going to be paid? Exposure. Here's a fun fact that some people may not realize. I'm going to educate you and expand your scope of smartness.
Please
Did
do.
you know that you cannot pay your electricity bill with exposure? Shocker! You're far away. I can't touch you. You cannot pay. Did you know if you need to buy groceries and you go to your local grocery establishment, you cannot pay with exposure? That is not a form of currency that they expect.
But why?
I know! Surprise! Shock and awe! Did you know that if you want to go buy a new ensemble, or maybe you have to get onto, your favorite website and start your shopping late at night, like people do?
That girl Brie and purchasing cheese?
You could not buy cheese with exposure. It is not a legal currency in any country.
Maybe it should be.
So why then... That's probably how they came up with Bitcoin.
Probably.
Why then do people feel like they can pay with exposure? Over to you, Tara. Tara's like, I am saying nothing.
I don't want to say anything.
Okay, let us be clear. I'm not talking about ye old barter system or trade.
No.
That is a different bucket.
Yes.
Bouquet.
Bucket. It is. Bouquet.
So
bartering.
There was an English show. And the woman's name was actually Bucket, but she would go around with Bouquet. It's Mrs. Bouquet because she's trying to be all fancy. Anyway, if you know, you know. If you're watching or listening, you know. If you know, you know. Anyway.
If you know, you know.
It's a thing. She just died. That sad note. That just got
R.I.P. What?
The things that get stuck up in my noggin that are just there that I can pull out at a moment's notice and serve them up like a pickleball, and I can just be like, how about this one? And they just have nothing
if you're
to do.
only listening to this right now, she's about to lose it. I see it. She's about to lose it. And
there's just so much random stuff in my scope, in my smartness bucket. my smartness luggage is like a full set, and it goes on with multiple pieces, and I can crack those puppies open and pull out something you'll never expect. But a lot of the time,
she might lose her smartness carry-on.
Lots of checked baggage. Okay. Now, if you're a person... Hopefully you are. If your pets are listening to us, if your pets are fans, God bless them. We'll send them a t-shirt.
Actually, I do.
Hey, we're going to have a store in season 2. We're going to have an online merch shop. You can actually buy merch. I'm going to have something that says Scope of Smartness. It's going to be like a round with a luggage in the middle. It has to have a suitcase in the middle.
I might cut this part out because I'm pretty sure she just blew out her microphone like 20 times.
I'm having Andrea Advanced Sportswear. We've got another one. Has to be a circle. Little luggage. It'll be like the Harry Potter luggage. Like a Harry Potter suitcase.
With Hedwig on it?
Like a little
like a little knot.
With a skunk?
His sock.
Oh. No, the sock has to be like
Well, now because of this episode, we're going to have a skunk with Dobby. Just sitting there.
Going like this.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, this is brilliant. It's going to be a little suitcase with a sock hanging out of the suitcase, like, you know, it didn't make it into the zipper, with Dobby and his little skunk friend. And I don't know about the owl. That doesn't really fit. But it'll be right in the middle, and then around it will be Scope of Smartness.
And then people are going to ask so many questions.
Okay, so this is going to be available on our online shop. We're going to have an online merch store where you can get Royally Unhinged merch. Because, like, come on. Word of the day, cheese curds, the Nexus. Like, we are going to have some stuff.
Lashback.
Oh, what a feeling.
I'm just going to have hashtag lashback.
Question mark? Okay, exposure. So here's the thing. If you are inviting people to give their merchandise, give their time, as a speaker, the number of times someone invites me to speak and I'm like, okay, here are my rates. And they're like, no, we wanted you to come and do it for free. Guess what? Your girl can't pay for groceries or food or bills for free with nothing. We all need to make money. You do what you do for a living and you expect to get a paycheck. Everyone expects to get a paycheck. Does that mean that they can't donate sometimes? Of course. There are going to be times where people donate. And as a speaker, as a professional speaker, trainer,
national speaker,
gala, MC, and podcaster, I do have so many free things I do a year. Pro bono, for free. And
I think that's all a good idea.
I try to max that out. I try to say, okay, I can do like 4 events a year for free. So if you happen to grab one of those spots, ding, good for you. Otherwise, I need to get paid, just like you need to get paid. So when you're constantly asking people to give for free or donate for free.
So in addition to that, because what if you being in the speaker realm, I am not in the speaker realm, nor do I want to be, but you being in the speaker realm, you being asked to be a speaker at an event.
Yep.
They don't want to pay, so they want you to do it for free, but they expect you to still pay for your ticket to attend the event.
Sorry, I gotta stop yelling. I need to move my microphone farther away.
Yeah, she's gonna need to put it like across the room.
Okay, I think that's just rude.
Yeah.
I think it's rude. If you're not gonna be, and people, like speakers charge monies to come and speak. That's their craft. That's what they work at. I'm gonna tell you, if you ask me to come and speak, the number of hours I put into meeting with you, preparing, making a brand new deck every time I come, like I'm putting in sleepless nights.
And I've personally actually worked with Paula on a couple different gala events that she has emceed. So I know there's a lot of speakers or MCs that phone it in.
There are a lot that just phone it in.
Yeah, they'll just
take out the old one from the last one they did, and they scratch out a name and put your name in.
Yeah, they won't customize it. They won't do, okay, who are you reaching for? Like, what's your goal? Like, are you fundraising? Like, what do we got that we're auctioning off? Like, Paula's actually gone through that. So I've seen the amount of effort that gets put into going to do speaking, even when she does her stuff for Fish or for whoever, like, there's prep time that's put into that. So
they're showing up. There's going to get your hair done and paying for new dresses and outfits that you got.
Nails done.
Yes, like I do all of that stuff before I go somewhere. I just bought a bunch of new dresses for events that are coming up. That's all part of the thing.
Because you're your brand.
Yes. And so when you are saying, well, will you come and do all this, put in all this effort, all this time, all this expense and do it for free? No, it's not okay. And when you ask for donations, if you're having some kind of an event and you want a donation, it is always okay to ask. Understanding, especially in small towns, I just had this conversation last week where these folks in a small town, small community, they are the only people that are ever asked for donations and to give like a gift basket or a coupon. And they can only give so much because in small towns, small businesses, they're already competing with online retailers.
Yep.
So they're already struggling as it is. Now we're hitting them up for constant donations. So just know that, you know, when you ask somebody to be a part of your event and you say, I'll pay you an exposure. Now, exception, what am I trying to say here right now? Like pause, diversion, work with me. Come on, normally you know what I'm thinking.
Shift.
Yeah. Okay. Like
let's go down this road.
Well, yeah.
Pause at the fork. Let's take another route.
Giddy up. So like there's also strategy involved. So again, I'm looking at this as a speaker, but this also applies to businesses because I know you and I, when we're working with our clients, we talk about this. There are times where it makes sense to do something for free because of who is in the room.
Right.
And knowing who is going to be in that room so that if you are going to speak for free, if you're offering a gift basket, if you're going to attend and, I don't know, provide food. I see you, Brie. Knowing who's in that room and does strategically it make sense to be in that room. Because then you can look at the food that you're providing or the gift that you're giving as marketing dollars you're spending.
Even if like you have like knowing who's going to be in the room so that if you do have specific sets of products that could actually speak more to this type of group versus this one, like all of that. So it's just kind of strategizing what that is. So.
Okay, but hold on. Pause there. Pause. Freeze frame. Because even then, like I'm sitting here going, okay, so let's say you're going to show up at an event that I'm having. I'm like, Tara, come to my event. I'm not going to pay you, but you're going to get exposure. Okay, I'll give you your booth for free. But now what you're talking about is making some custom items that you're going to still have to pay for out of pocket because you're customizing something for the people that are going to be in the room. So you're still spending your own money and I'm not giving you any money.
But what if the vendor that's going to be there or something is selling their product? So they could be making money off of that.
True.
So in turn, like they could be, they could be still making money off of it, even if they're, and I don't know, I feel like both ways on this because as you do pro bono work, I do pro bono work for a certain number of nonprofits each year. I normally only do 2. Not that you need to know that. But
they needed to know.
Apparently they needed to know. But doing the pro bono work, where was I going with this? You were distracting me because you were pulling on the back of the couch.
And see, if you don't watch, if you're listening online, you're like, what is wrong with the two of them today? And I haven't even had a monster. But if you're watching, this is why so many people go over to video. Because when you're watching, you see I'm slowly going to creep over closer to Tara on the couch. There's Velcro on the back.
In the other person's camera repeatedly or whatever.
Or if you watch on video, you can find where's Dumbledore.
Where's the old Dumbledore?
Every episode, we move Dumbledore. I'm not going to tell you where he is right now. He is somewhere on our set. And you have to find him.
My mom's going to find him.
Of course. And then she's going to call you.
She tries to take screenshots of where she thinks he is. And then she'll text it to me.
Now we have to level up. If she's like really looking.
She really zooms in.
Oh my gosh, I love that. What's your mom's name?
Cindy.
Hey, Cindy, where's Dumbledore? All right. So, exposure.
What was I talking about?
Pro bono stuff. If you are making something that you're selling at the event.
Well, in here, like, okay. So, what I want to say about it, though, is pro bono stuff, because when we give our services for free, that it's not a barter in that essence, besides for
but that's
exposure.
Different. That's your like, I'm willing to do this for free.
No, I know. But it's me already offering to do it versus being asked to do it.
Right.
So where's the line on like...
Okay, like I'm going to be emceeing a gala this year for a nonprofit, and I'm doing it pro bono as my like a donation to the nonprofit.
Yeah.
Just like for you, when you do free work for nonprofits, you're like, this is my way of supporting this nonprofit that I like. I like what they do, what they stand for. So rather than giving you $2,000 as a donation, I'm giving you in kind a donation of my services as like an in-kind donation, which I'm pretty sure we could go to them and ask for a thing, but that's a whole tax thing. You could ask them for an in-kind.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right? So that's one category. Versus category 2 is when someone says, hey, will you come and do this and we'll barter with you? Like, you come and do my website for me. Well, we're bartering.
We are bartering.
Tara and I are bartering. I'm not going to tell you what all this barter is because you're going to be like, hey, will you guys do that for me? No. But Tara and I have a ye old barter going on where she provided a service for me and I'm going to provide a service for her. I'm going to follow her around and fan her with a big fan and say, you are the greatest. No one is as great as you.
You are the queen and I am everywhere just a princess.
And you might have done this before. I have many people that will come to me and say, can we barter? for services. So depending on what they do, you know, we're going back to Little House on the Prairie where I give you some eggs, a dozen eggs, and you give me
some butter.
I was going for chickens. No, that wouldn't make sense.
Not really.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? So,
anyways, but okay.
Okay, and this is third category. Third category is you're not going to get anything. Just come and give me what I want for free.
Well, and it's, I think the bigger problem with that is like, okay, you come and do this, you give me your rates. No, I'm just going to give you exposure. But then their exposure doesn't actually like level up to what you're doing. Like, because a lot of the time, like if you're doing some sort of, okay, you're going to go speak, you're doing it for just the exposure. You're not getting paid. Well, in my exposure bucket that's supposed to be there, I'm going to plaster it all over my website. I'm going to put it all over social media. I'm going to put it all. Well, what happens when that organization only has like 10 followers on Facebook? Well,
and but they don't even think that. They're like, hey, come and speak. Come be in this room and speak for exposure. Well, there's 10 people in the room and none of them are potential customers because of what they do. They're all like balloon animal makers. I don't know. Sorry if you're a balloon animal maker, but like, okay, they could be potential customers. I don't know. I couldn't think of something that wouldn't be
probably a balloon conference somewhere.
Association. Okay, I'm sorry. If you are part of the Balloon Animal Maker Association, please call me because I'd love to come and talk to your thing. Anywhoodly. But it's when people say, come be in the room, and it's like, strategically for my business plan, for what I do, for what I'm trying to, how I'm trying to grow this year, that really doesn't make sense for my business. Mm-hmm. And when people just say, oh, it's good exposure, I'm giving you exposure, I always want to say to people, do you work for exposure? Because I've got enough exposure right now. I'm working my butt off for exposure. And to your point, oh, smart one, like the event that you and I are working on right now as part of one of the chambers that we're in, we're trying to make it very valuable for people. So when they come in, like our vendor marketplace, we're saying there won't be anybody else that does what you do. So we're giving you an exclusive spot within your industry. Mm-hmm. We're trying to beef it up for them a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think, so on both sides of the aisle, if you're someone who's being asked to go to something, you need to ask those questions. Like when people say, hey, come be part of this event, it's great exposure. You need to ask, are there other people that do what I do? How are you marketing me? Kind of what do I get in return?
Who's the target? Who's going to actually be at this event?
Yes. Who's in the room? Are they your potential client or customer? Mm-hmm. And the flip side of that, envelope, other side. Really? No.
I don't know about that.
If you're someone planning an event and you're looking for sponsors, you're looking for people to be involved, what are you offering them? Don't just go to them and say, it'll be great exposure.
There always has to be something additional with that. But I had another thought on this.
Exposure just does not pay the bills. Some exposure is okay, but we need to stop saying like, oh, I'm going to get you exposure.
Oh, that's what it was. So I think there's a different time and place to like be comfortable with you giving exposure and like just getting that. And again, it comes back to who's going to be in the room, how many people, is there going to be anyone else doing what I'm doing there, that sort of thing. But if you're a starting business, a lot of times that's how businesses start off. Like I can say when I started this business,
business.
This
is why we're work besties.
I just had my second kid, and after we got into a routine, I was like, okay, as soon as we're good and like I can start going out and like really hitting it hard, I'm going to do all the things and give my time where I can. I'm still going to get paid and do those things. But I know a lot of the times like the value in certain organizations doing the exposure stuff, especially in that beginning stage of your business, can be very crucial.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take this full circle for us. So if we look at Taylor Swift and any other young up and coming artists, at the beginning when you're first up and coming, you're playing like people's like backyard bar mitzvahs.
She started at like just like, the little...
at the church, at the park. You're
like the
playing...
little festival in Stillwater. Yes. I think she actually she played here in Stillwater, Minnesota.
Now we need to do a deep dive and find out. But this is what you're doing. When you're first starting, you're doing those things. It's the same thing in the speaker world. When people reach out to me, they're like, how do I become a paid speaker? I'm like, you start doing stuff for free. You go to the Rotary meetings and the BNI meetings and the chamber meetings. You go to all these places and you speak for free. and you get in front of people and you practice and you hone your craft. And then gradually when you get better, like then you can start charging. But people, as always, want to come out the door and be paid tons of money. But you're right. Like businesses, you're going to do stuff for exposure.
Which I think it comes back to,
this is what Brie and I were talking about. At one point, she needed to do it for exposure.
Right.
She's not there anymore.
Right. No, and I totally understand that. Because right now, for me, I'm not there anymore just for exposure. Like, I have to pick and choose who I actually work for because I'm so busy. Same as you are.
I like to be fully exposed all the time. So I'll give you all the exposure you want.
We're going to have, like, the cops called on us for
We're going to have the best merch line. Fully exposed.
And unhinged. But, like, there's different, it comes back to, again, like, it's a different thing.
If the cops are called on us, they will follow us in jail. We now know they can listen to us.
In jail they can.
Not in prison.
But it comes back to how it's coming about for you to do that trade of exposure. So if you're offering your time, like, when I started this business, I, like, literally was going out and seeing, like, where I could put my time and where I could help. That's where I started working with this one nonprofit, local nonprofit that I'm still doing pro bono work for every year.
The dog one?
Yeah. So, like, but it's a really good cause, though. Like, it's a really good cause. But I offered my time instead of just being asked.
Sorry, I'm thinking of all kinds of jokes.
I'm waiting for her to just
Was it really rough? Was it pause for a cause?
This is what I deal with every single day.
You're like a dog with a bone right now.
Can only imagine what her husband has to deal with.
Pure joy.
No, he put a very lovely post about Paula out.
He's
not
so
long
wonderful.
Ago. It was very sweet.
He's a good man.
But seriously, like, if it's being asked or if you're just offering.
True.
There's a difference in there. So for stuff like that, like, I see it both ways. Again, depending on where you are in your business, it could be a really great thing, especially if, like,
well, you just have to, if you're a new business, you're going to be doing this kind of stuff out of the gate.
You are.
It's part of building your business, of putting in the work, because that's the marketing landscape we're in now.
True.
That you're just going to do some stuff. Anywho, Lee, we need to wrap this up, the beginning of season 2, episode 1, and bring it full circle, like the circle of smartness. I already forgot. Circle of smartness.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to hear your
smartness.
That's it.
Scope of smartness.
Scope of smartness. We want to hear from you. So if you have people reach out to you all the time saying, will you do this for free? Will you sponsor this? Will you give us $15,000 worth of merchandise for free just because we're going to give you some good exposure? We want to hear about it. Go ahead, leave a comment below on whatever you're watching or listening to. Give us a like and a follow. I don't know. Text us and say, that was your best one yet. Or send us an email and tell us where you think Dumbledore is in our studio. Until next time, I will not be listening to the new Taylor Swift album on repeat, but she will. We are entering
earbuds now, so the kids don't hear it, so I can listen to it on the daily.
I'll be busy trying to figure out the new upgrade on my iPhone while I get some better words into my vocabulary for next time.
Not like lashback.
Not a real word. Just saying.
It might be.
Until next time, friends, like, subscribe, and follow. Let us know what's going on. Oh, and if you want to sponsor, we go on location. So if you want to sponsor us, we will come on location to you and talk about your business on location. Do a live. Which
I do want to mention because this episode is coming out very soon. So November 12th, you can actually find us. We have KPT Collaborative that is sponsoring us. So we will actually
be in Hudson, downtown Hudson, Wisconsin.
On location,
come
filming
out and
live.
see us.
There's going to be people.
Maybe we'll have merch
if
to
you
sell.
are a person.
If you are a person. If you're not a person, probably going to be difficult. All ghosts and other beings are just off the rails.
It's supernatural and it's not.
Isn't that a song? Supernatural. Anyway, thanks for watching today. As always, I'm one of your host co's, Princess Paula.
Host co's coasters. We're co-star coasters.
And it's my other co-hoster,
TB.
To be determined? No, it's TBD.
But my initials are TB.
Oh, mine used to be PDF before I was married. Pretty darn fast. That's what I used to say, but I'm really not. Now it's
Tara
PS.
B. We need to wrap this up. I'm Tara B. We are together forever and always.
Roy the Unhinged! Thanks for hanging, folks.
Go listen to Taylor Swift.
See you on the flip side. See you in the lashback.